Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Charlie Conway episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, A Double Dose. I'm Nathan, sitting over here on my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's a big episode for us, the 96th episode. Same front ways as it is upside down.
Yes, 96, great year. Great year.
Great year. I was born that year.
Yeah, I know.
Some of the greats were. This jersey was born that year. It says 96 on it.
I was actually born before. This jersey was born before then, but yes, number 96, Charlie Conway. That's the jersey I'm wearing, Charlie Conway. Probably our first fictional athlete.
Oh, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You would know.
Yeah.
A lot of the athletes I usually don't know.
Yes, it's always a coin flip on whether you ask about them or not.
I know, it is weird.
It is a piece of prep I always do that like sometimes you ask about, sometimes you don't.
Oh my God. Well, then you should always just say it.
Sometimes you're interested, sometimes you're not.
No, but I'm always interested. But sometimes it's like I forget because then you go right into how are you? And then so it's like I want to be polite and answer the question. But I also just want to say that I think that I'm just trying to I'm going to try to be a little bit more, do you think, first things first.
I can't figure out where I want everything.
Yeah, me either. I feel like we haven't even, I feel like we haven't even recorded, ever. Do you think I'm a nice person? Do you think I'm nice?
Yes, I think you're extremely nice.
Because I feel like sometimes I'm I just want to even be nicer. And that's why I feel like I'm going to go into this podcast being as nice as possible.
Okay, but I think...
Yeah. A-N-A-P.
Here, how about what we usually do is you put your mic on this side.
Okay.
And your forms on the other side.
Oh, my forms. Yeah, my forms go over here.
So that way you're talking into the mic.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it was over here, like we're a radio show. Well, we are kind of, but yeah, that makes sense.
I think you're extremely nice. But I think sometimes when you're mean, although I may get sensitive and upset, especially on the podcast, I think that's what the people like to hear.
When I'm mean to you?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like that.
I mean, not when but when you want to embrace debate.
Yeah.
We can't agree on everything.
Right. What such a political answer. Have you been media trained?
No.
Embrace debate. But I'm doing good. I also, to call back from your original question, how are you? I feel like we are so chaotic. This start is literally crazy. But I'm also wearing Dua Lipa today on my shirt. I literally am wearing this shirt. I wear this shirt way too much. But I don't think I've actually ever worn it on the pod. And you know what's so weird about this? I love Dua Lipa, as you know. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Sarah Lucas for inviting me to the concert. That literally changed my life forever. But
it's so true. You weren't a Dua Lipa.
I didn't know of Dua Lipa. And then literally I went with Sarah and I was I literally said my life has changed forever. And it literally has been. I love Dua Lipa so much, but you know what's so weird?
What?
Even just the coincidences of this all. So I was looking up, I was maybe she was born in 1996, which will make even more sense. She wasn't. But tomorrow, the day that we release it, is her birthday. Born in 1995.
I'm older than Dua Lipa?
I know. It's okay. But she's older than me, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so she was born August 22nd, 1995.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Should we sing happy birthday?
Happy. You know what's so crazy? Whenever you see, I feel like we've talked about this a lot, but when they're a year older than you, you're fine. I still have a year. You know what I mean? She's literally accomplished so much before, you know what I mean? Before then, but I'm no, she's still older than me. It's fine.
Right.
These younger kids, I'm no, how can they do it? That's ridiculous.
Right.
But she's 1 year older. I'm of course she's a Grammy winner. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable. Yeah, I feel that a lot with athletes. Now I'm getting kind of past it now, because I think that's what happens when you hit 30. Is that like everyone playing now is younger than you?
Yeah, yikes.
Unless they're like considered like an old person.
Yeah. And you're just sitting there with the crosswords, like doing like Sudoku while you're watching the games, right?
Yeah, exactly.
With your walker.
Exactly. Just fixing my glasses.
Yeah. No, well, that's the truth.
But it is an adjustment as you go through your 20s and realize that like every celebrity is now younger than you and that they've accomplished more than you have. But we're getting there.
Yeah, no, but we're on the way.
And we're completely stable mentally. So.
No, yeah, like 100%. Like if someone was gonna ask like what the pulse is in this room, it's
stable.
It's mental stability. It's like 100%.
That's the word of the week.
Yeah.
Mental stability.
Yeah, that's 2 words. So yeah, perfect. We're
On
off
brand.
to a great start.
On brand.
But how are you?
I'm great,
Oh God, yeah.
I'm great. We're gonna get into my Patriots a bit later on.
Yeah.
So I'll bury the lead there.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
I don't even know what bury the lead means, but
I think so.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just trying to figure life out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm happy to be recording this little vacation.
It does feel like a vacation.
Yeah.
This week especially.
Exactly. We need it. We love it.
Yeah.
We gotta have it. I'm extremely proud of you for releasing a couple clips.
Thank you.
We gotta keep that momentum going.
Right.
I'll also,
check our TikTok
Yeah.
at Double Dose Pod.
Yeah, and once again, we've mentioned this before, but if you listen, you love us, you have ideas, maybe share with us via DM, text, post it. I don't know, but just share with us your favorite part of the pod, and that'll give us great ideas to what to clip, because it is very overwhelming when we try to come up with clips. We don't know, like, what we think is funny may not be funny to the audience, so, like, if you could just tell us.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. You're like literally like people for hire. You're like, if you could just let us know the exact time codes, like that would be great.
And if you send us a clip and that you want clipped and we do it, we will do it every single time.
Yeah, every single time.
Okay?
Every single time.
Every single time.
Yeah.
But if your clip gets over 25,000 views, we'll get you a gift certificate to your favorite restaurant. Dinner on us.
Okay, sure. We're just throwing away giveaways. I love it. No, perfect. Like
maybe a free hat.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but let's imagine they're like, here's a gift certificate to your favorite restaurant. It's like Starbucks, $10. Like we're like, no, it's okay. Amazing. I love that. Thank you. Great incentive.
I'm just here thinking.
No, you're here. You're with the ball's rolling.
Yeah.
And I love it. You're about to you're like, give us a clip, and if it gets over 30,000 views,
25,000.
You're like 99% stake in the Double Dose Pod empire here.
You can buy the entire production of the Double Dose podcast.
Literally, you can buy a portion of me. I love it.
Everybody has a price.
Right. You're over.
Everyone has a price.
Right. So how was your weekend? Everything was good? I mean, we were together, and I think that people probably think that that's so fucking weird that I asked you because we're together, like, a lot, like, all the time because we live together, but it's like, sorry that we like to hang out.
Yeah, we love to hang out. That's what makes it amazing. Every weekend amazing.
Sweetie, honey baby.
But that time spent together will diminish a little bit in the coming weeks as football begins, as
so
European soccer starts to take off, as college football starts.
Yeah, so you're really just saying, like, live in this moment now.
Yeah, enjoy it, because things are going to be changing here pretty soon. I feel like the bit has kind of gone away, but all the dudes that have done that bit where, like, they give their girlfriend a 2-week notice because football season's around the corner.
Wait, I actually just saw that for the first time a couple days ago.
That's kind of insulting because I showed it to you, like, 2 weeks ago.
No, or whenever you sent it to me.
Yep.
It wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was definitely like within the last week.
Maybe.
But like that's the first time I've ever seen that. Do you see that often? That might be on like boy content.
Yeah. It's in my.
Like that's not in my feed.
No.
Like I've never seen that video ever until you sent it to me.
Maybe we cut this out of the podcast and we just do a little bit.
Oh my God, we should totally do a bit, and it's gonna be like, dear you. What is like? I'm gonna like that one that you sent me was a good one.
Right.
What would your resignation letter say?
To you?
Yeah.
We'll keep it for the bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Surprise. The fact that we'll probably never even do the bit.
We will if that's what you want. But
if it's what I want.
but I'm just prepared for that to just not go well.
What go well?
My 2 weeks notice.
Why wouldn't it go well?
I don't know.
What do you mean it wouldn't go well?
I don't know.
With me or with you?
With you.
What do you mean?
There'll be something that pops up where it's like,
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you talking about in the bit or in life?
In life.
What?
After 2 weeks of football, like by week 3, it'll be 4:00. And you'll be like, when are these games end?
Oh, 100%.
Like this is like the last 2 weeks you watch football. So like this week, like you already watched the Patriots lose. So like the 4:00 games you don't need to watch. And then I'll be like, yes, I do.
We were always down to negotiate. Like we were always rolling up our sleeves on Sunday. So don't act like I wasn't here.
I have to pull
my-
up the
my
stops.
portion
I
of the deal.
have to get you sushi or ramen.
Yeah,
or,
I'm sorry. That's what I deserve, okay? Like, I just sit my ass on the couch and watch football or whatever. Like, I need sushi. I need something to get me through mentally.
But the point I'm trying to get to is that I don't think you realize how nice I am, how good I am. Like, guys typically won't pay any attention to their ladies on those days.
Yeah, I get commercial breaks.
You get commercial breaks, and you get, like, dinner.
Dinner at the TV.
Yeah, most likely.
What do you mean most likely? It's dinner at the TV or we don't eat together. That's what it is. It's not, we never get dinner out. We never figure it out any differently.
I'm excited. I'm excited to have that tension again. I'm excited to have that awkwardness again.
Oh, so now we're just completely bypassing that entire conversation and now you're just saying you're excited. We'll blow it over. We'll save that for later.
Listen, I'm not mentally stable today.
No,
I don't know
right.
what's going on.
I thought you said mental stability was our word of the week.
Sarcasm.
Turned into 2 words.
Sarcasm.
Oh, sarcasm should be our word of the week then.
Can be if we want it to be.
All right, sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I am excited. I'm excited and I'm worried and I'm nervous and I'm happy, but I'm worried because, things are better when your team's winning. I don't expect my team to win this year. And so,
you don't expect your team to win literally any game this year, right? Like, literally not one?
No, the over-under is like 3.5 wins for the Patriots, and I'm not going to bet the over. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's...
I'm honestly not a gambling man right now. I haven't gambled in months.
I know, you actually haven't. That's pretty impressive. And not that you were a big gambler before, but, like, you definitely did. So, like, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Go you.
But now football season's rolling around, so...
So goodbye to all of the self-discipline.
No, not all of it, but some of it.
Yeah, the portions of the proceeds will go to, and all of the gambling money. Like how about like all of the things that if you win, you get to keep it. If you lose, you have to double down, and you owe me sushi. But if you win, you should take that money and buy me sushi. Anyways. Yeah. I said we just get sushi either way. That's what I think. That's like the point of it is I want sushi.
We had a new sushi restaurant last week.
Yeah, Nami Nori.
Nami
it was
Nori.
Good. It was like sushi tacos.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, why? Why are you saying it like that? Did you not like it?
I did. It just wasn't elite.
No, I mean when you're eating kazu nori, like that's elite.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
It's like comparing like good to great. You know what I mean? Like
right.
It's so good. Like it's so yummy. Like there's a place for it in the world.
There is.
You know what I mean?
There
like
is.
It's not that.
The coconut shrimp one was tremendous.
Absolutely fire.
The salmon one was tremendous.
Absolutely.
I would like to honestly. I've done a lot of thinking about this.
Oh, okay. Have you?
Yes, I have.
About Nami Nori?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Because I think maybe I'm being a bit unfair to them.
I agree.
Unfair, to be fair?
Yeah.
She's fit, to be fair.
Yeah. Unfair. You're being unfair, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're being unfair, to be fair.
Because they did ask, do we like wasabi? And I'm like, I thought they were just going to give wasabi on the side. No, they put wasabi on in every single roll.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, when you said yes, I was like, all right, that's like a wild move.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like wasabi.
Yeah. I don't like wasabi.
So
I don't understand how anyone likes wasabi.
You have to say, dude, don't even. I love wasabi. You should be saying bye-bye, B, instead of wasabi. Don't include that, my B. Wasabi. That's how I'm walking into the sushi restaurants from here on out. They're like, party of what? And I'm like, wasabi, party of two. And you're like, bye-bye, B.
You're cooked. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's really funny.
I got my double D's threes.
Yeah, okay, perfect. It's gonna be like the worst things to eat with wasabi or something like that.
No, it's not.
I really do love wasabi. I don't understand what it is, but like it's just so okay, stop. It like clears up your sinuses.
In the worst way possible. Just get some Vicks.
Okay, you don't need any Vic. You just need a wasabi. And now I'll never look at the word the same. I'll never look at the word the same.
Give it to us one more time.
No, wasabi. Okay. Anyway. Instead, I can't even.
No, what Tua Tagovailoa is not going to be saying
wasabi
to Brian Flores anytime soon.
Why?
Because Brian Flores, the former head coach of the Miami Dolphins before the current gentleman, Mike McDaniel, took over. He was the head coach during Tua's rookie year.
Okay.
And, I mean, that actually absolutely makes sense because his nickname is B-Flow. So he wouldn't – that's probably how he gets addressed is, what's up, B? But that's not what Tua's going to be saying.
B-Flow?
B-Flow.
B-Flow?
B.
Dash.
Flow.
Who is
Brian Flores?
Why is it? Is his name Brian?
Yes.
Oh my God! You literally just said Brian Flores. Oh my God, is his name Brian? That's just how my mental stability is working right now.
Oh.
I think I need to. Yeah, I just think I need to be a little bit more. Hold on, let me dial it in. Yeah. Okay, I'm dialed in.
Good.
I'm good.
So on a recent radio show or podcast, Tua was asked about his experience that he had while Flores was the head coach of the Dolphins and how it has changed since McDaniel's taken over and how has it changed for him, and especially since his performance has improved. Okay. And Tua did not really hold back on his answer. I would love to hear your opinion on his answer. I'm not going to give my opinion until after.
Okay.
And I played it for you earlier, but I'll read you the quote.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So when he was asked about the difference in his experience between Mike McDaniel and Brian Flores, Tua said, quote, "To put it in the simplest terms, if you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here instead, that you haven't earned this right, and then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this, you are accurate, are the best, whatever. You are this, you are that. Like, how would it feel if you're listening to one or the other?" So basically you have someone telling you that you're not worth it, you're not good, and now the new person comes in saying, no, like, you're the man for the job, you're the man I want.
First of all, what a great question to ask him, you know? Second, I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with this, but I just have one follow-up question before I get my response. Is B-Flow or whatever, I can't stop thinking beef, but is Brian Flores, the former coach, known to be is it reverse psychology?
Thank you for this question. I love this question, and it hurts as a Patriots fan to answer this question. So yes, the person that was very negative that he's talking about is Brian Flores. He's saying that he had a very negative experience with him because he was very negative. Yes. The reason why he was very negative and why he probably has that coaching demeanor and approach is that he comes from the Bill Belichick coaching tree. He started his coaching career, his first 8 years of his coaching career in the Patriots system, coaching under Bill Belichick. And this is the case with a lot of people that come from the Bill Belichick coaching tree and then go elsewhere. They try to have this similar approach that Belichick has. For example, Josh McDaniel, for example, is another coach that has left similar tastes in players' mouths around the league. He got fired middle of the season last year from Vegas. And the reason is that they don't have the pedigree that Belichick has. They see the way that he operates. They see that he could talk to Tom Brady in the way he wants to talk to Tom Brady. And he still demands the respect of the rest of the players in the room. And they think that since they coached under him, they can approach things in the same way. But the fact is that they can't. They're not the head coach of 6 Super Bowl winning teams. They were part of the coaching staff, sure, but you're a different person. You should have a different identity. You can't adopt someone else's identity just because he was your old boss, for example. So yes, he is known to be a little bit negative, and the reason being he coached under Bill Belichick. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I think that, I think what Tua is saying, it's interesting. I think that, basically with Brian Flores, it's imagine someone was saying that to him though. It's like that's what's like so crazy. Like imagine someone was saying those things that you're saying to the players to you, you know? Like so it's like while he's saying that to Tua, like imagine other coaches are saying that to him. Like that's what's like I'm trying to like think of it like in that way, but also like does that make sense at all or no?
Yeah, like how can Brian Flores act that way if he ever put himself in Tua's shoes or anybody that he's coaching shoes?
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Right, but I mean, we've all had bosses.
But, right, like that are I 100% agree when it's more like a reflection of Brian Flores and less a reflection of Tua. But I agree where it's like I don't think that a lot of people flourish in that environment, and I think that like you can tell based on the players from the Patriots, like you know what I mean. Like it just doesn't. No one. Yes, like Bill Belichick. Like I think from what I've heard or seen or whatever is like that like a great like one of the greatest coaches, but like that doesn't mean that you have to do all of those things that he did to become a great coach. You know what I mean? Like especially with like if it's like so negative, like if it's like beating the players down, like especially if Tua's not responding well to it, then obviously you need to like change it, you know?
Right.
So I love that he feels like loved and appreciated. Like that's amazing. Like I couldn't even imagine what that feels like. Right.
And like it's just tough to like put into words what that means when the person that is your coach, your manager, your boss in any sort of way shows confidence in you.
Right.
And there's a very fine line between like being like a tough manager, coach, whatever it is, leader, being a tough leader, being demanding, and then being an asshole.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people may look at these quotes from Tua and be like, oh, like he's soft. Like he needs to be like coddled, for example.
Yeah,
to me, that's not true because
he's leading the team. Like that's like the whole thing is like you want to when you're a coach, and I feel like of a quarterback, like you want to coach them to become a great leader. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to beat your leader down, it doesn't make any sense. Like that's not gonna, you know what I mean? Because then it's like, then do you want him to channel the same energy towards the players? Like you know what I mean? Like if it's like a direct pipeline, you know, like Tom Brady, I think was like probably like the only person in that situation that could have done what he did because like him and Bill had that relationship or whatever from, I don't even know, like just from my brief knowledge of it. But like with Tua, like if he's telling Tua, you're awful, like the next guy's going to come be better. Like how does that make him a great leader for the team? Like how is he going to go out and feel confident out there and then literally like carry the team, make the decisions on the field, like if he doesn't if you're not building him up with confidence.
100%, exactly. And that's like just to finish my first thought about it was like anyone that says that Tua is soft or anything, like his college coach was Nick Saban, who is considered to be a very tough coach on his players and considered to be like very like discipline oriented. And so like that argument just doesn't hold true. But to like exactly to what you were just explaining, he even took a toll on Tom Brady. Like if Belichick didn't have that approach, Brady would have been around for a lot longer. He would have finished his career in New England. Like it's very well documented that the big reason why Brady wanted to leave was that he didn't feel respected. And like, sure, like it propelled him to 20 years of success, like unprecedented success, sure. But it still took a toll on him mentally for exactly what you're explaining. Like he's fighting, working so hard for this man's approval, and he feels like he just can't get there. I think it did last long enough with the Brady and Belichick because they did have some sort of relationship, that was built over time. But I think that was probably the difference between that situation and Tua and Brian Flores, where it's just like they had 1 year together. Brian Flores didn't have a relationship. Like this is what you're building the relationship off of.
Right. And so what like. Did Brian Flores say anything back?
No. Brian Flores is like his whole departure out of Miami, and then like like what happened after that. Like kind of, it's very muddy. Like it's very muddy water. So basically, he got fired because the owner wanted Tua. Brian Flores wanted to move on from Tua. Obviously, he just didn't think Tua was good. So he got fired. He came out, was very vocal in the media, saying that like that really wasn't the issue. The issue was that the owner of the Dolphins wanted him to lose games and like tried to like get the Dolphins in trouble for like saying that the owner like at the time the Dolphins were where the Patriots are now, like where they weren't good. So like if they lose games, they get a better draft pick. So he was saying that the ownership was trying to tell him to do that. And so like, who knows if that's true? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it really doesn't matter. Like, why would you go out and air the dirty laundry if there is any dirty laundry?
Right.
And then so basically he almost got hired. He was interviewing for the New York Giants head coaching job. And some other guy got hired as the head coach, also by the name of Brian Daboll.
Oh, is that the guy who's there now?
Yes.
Okay.
And Bill Belichick comes back in the picture because he thought when he heard Brian got hired as a Giants head coach, he texted Brian Flores and said, "Congratulations."
Oh, no.
And Brian Flores was like, "Yo, that's like, I didn't get hired. Like, they didn't pick me." So then, like, it just turned into an even bigger story. And he hasn't had another opportunity to be a head coach since. But, like, as more time goes on, more information comes out about, like, the dysfunction in Miami and his time there and how he left and how both sides were just left very sour and it just kind of ended up poorly. And I don't know. I'm ranting now, but he's now the defensive coach for the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
But I think it's interesting because I think it's something that everybody can relate to in some sort of way. Like everyone's been in whether you played sports or that you're in a job or maybe it was a class where like you're just trying to like understand the teacher or the boss or the manager or the coach, and it's just like no matter what you do, it's like there's no pleasing this person.
Right.
So I'm happy for Tua and the way he's explained it. Like I didn't do his quote any justice because I can't read for shit. But I don't know. I think it's very, very interesting, and I think that shows a lot about Mike McDaniel coming in and being able to like.
Yeah, I like Mike McDaniel and his capri pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He changed his hairstyle. Mike McDaniel did.
Oh God.
More like me, curly hair now.
Oh, good for him. Good for him. All the men embracing their curls. Love to see it. Love to see it.
That's what you have to do sometimes.
You have to. Got to go into your natural look.
Exactly.
I love it. That's awesome.
Moving on. We'll stick with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill. He's the latest player in America, team sports player, feuding with Noah Lyles, the track star, 100-meter gold medalist for the United States. After Noah Lyles was kicking up dust with the NBA players, Tyreek Hill challenged him to a race, saying that he'll race him for his gold medal and everything. And Noah Lyles responded, basically saying like, "Okay, dude, like whatever you want, like whatever." And it went back and forth over social media. Tyreek Hill apparently sent the contract over and told him to sign the contract. Noah Lyles has gone on like multiple podcasts and talk shows basically saying like Tyreek Hill just does this for clout. Like anytime, like he did the same thing with Usain Bolt. Like anytime like any sprinter or any track star is making any sort of publicity, like Tyreek Hill just says that he can beat him in the race. Very interesting. But the other interesting part is that originally Tyreek Hill said that he'd challenge him to a 100-meter race, the race that Noah Lyles won, but then he changed it, I guess, in the contract to say 50 yards, so like basically half the distance, which is just shows that Tyreek Hill is really doing it for clout. But what do you think? I
mean, I feel like it's like 100%, like, but it's like one of those things that like Tyreek Hill's just doing it to like be in the press. You know what I mean? Do you think he would win?
Not a shot in hell. Literally not a shot in hell.
Why? Like, I just like love that Tyreek Hill is just like sitting there, like I just don't understand. Like, he has literally how many kids now? Like 9 kids or something? Not 9. That's Nick Cannon. Is it 9?
I think it's 9 or 10. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then he literally has like 9 kids with literally like 9 different women. Like, maybe he should focus on that instead of like drawing up contracts to like be racing Olympians here. You know what I mean? Like, right. I don't think that he needs to be worrying about this at all. And like I just don't understand, like, is he sitting there on the couch like I could beat him, like this is just like such a boy thing, and it's like so icky. Like, oh my God, just like please just like be happy. Like, I could never imagine like being like a basketball player, okay? Like, for instance, like I'm a basketball player, like I'm a WNBA player, right. Like here I am just shooting my shot, doing the thing, and then I see like a woman like doing shot put and she's the Olympic gold medalist, and like I'm like, oh, I can totally do that. Like let me drop a contract, and, like be freaking like out here like what are you doing? Like why are you doing? I just don't understand. Like you literally have a family to take care of, my dude. Like just like go do that. Like that's just literally like you're bored. Like and you're bored and being stupid. Like and if you want the views, just like go get you're not gonna take this man's Olympic medal. Like that's so weird.
Right.
It feels like villainy. You know what I mean? Like and I'm like, cause like, what's he gonna do? Like, have his Olympic medal like in his like in his room, like in his den? Like, what's he gonna have? Like in his man cave? Like,
right.
Here's Noah Lyle's Olympic medal, like, and he's gonna like have it up. Like, that's just so weird. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's the point of that? What's the point of like wanting like if you want to race him, fine. Like, go do a race, but like. I'm gonna take your Olympic medal. Like, why? Like, you're so weird.
Yeah,
you could qualify for the Olympics then, my dog.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Go on, like go to the qualifying rounds.
Right.
Comes up, like you could have done it.
You could have.
You were off.
Right. You could have. You didn't.
Right. So why are you trying to do it now? I just don't understand.
It's just for like I think Noah Lyle. Like I don't agree with everything Noah Lyle says, but I think he's right here. Where it's like Tyreek Hill just does it for clout, and like I think that it's in like when push comes to shove, it's very good for Noah Lyles just because. It keeps him in the news. It keeps him relevant, especially in a sport like track and field, where like you don't get much endorsement opportunities. You don't get much buzz because it's really the Olympics is only every 4 years, and like sure, it's, like I'm sure track fans care about other races and competitions, but like the majority of sports fans don't pay attention to it. So it keeps him relevant for a longer period of time.
Right.
So it's just good for him, but like. I don't understand what like Tyreek Hill is trying to do. Like you get enough attention, like right,
like you have enough things to worry about. Like just like why are you adding another thing on your plate?
Crazy.
Like just like I don't think you need to be paying your lawyer to like draw up this contract.
God, Tyreek Hill just seems like an extremely chaotic.
He does. You know, he doesn't seem mentally stable.
Double Deuce 3 should be the three most mentally unstable people right now. Us?
No, and Tyreek Hill. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's like I don't even know. I don't even know who. A lot of people, honestly. I could put a ton of people before me. I could put a ton.
Kendall from
oh my God, you could put Nicole up there from Love Island.
Yeah.
And we have been convincing people to watch Love Island too. Like I've heard back that we've done our part. So I'm very proud. Like even if we convince one person and that person convinced another, like. To one person, you are the world, but that's not the quote.
We are the world.
No, it's like one man can change the world. What is it? It's like one man. I think it's really like one man can change the world or something like that. Like there's like a quote like that. But here we are changing the world, one Love Island viewership at a time.
Yes. Moving on. To tennis.
Okay.
The number one tennis player in the world currently on the male side, Yannick Sinner. He tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs back in March. But he is not being punished, and it's causing a stir in the tennis world.
Okay.
So basically, he tested positive back in March for an anabolic steroid called clostebol. Clostebol? I can't read.
Hopefully it's not close to balls.
Hopefully his balls didn't shrink too much.
Yeah, seriously.
So basically, as they were like...
Does that really happen?
What?
If you take steroids?
They say it's a side effect, like your balls shrink, yes.
Have you ever seen that happen with like other guys in the locker room?
No, like I don't really spend much time measuring dudes' balls.
But when you're in the locker room, like you look, right? Or no, you don't.
It'll get you. You know what I mean? It'll look at you. You don't look at like.
Would you ever look? You ever like?
No.
Oh, I'm wondering. I'm curious.
No.
I feel like if I was a guy, I totally would look. Like I'd be like, I'm curious. Like, you know what I mean?
What's going on?
Yeah, like what's going on?
I mean, the glimpses are just caught from like just like.
Sometimes the eye just poking its eye at you.
Yeah, I mean when you are changing next to people
right.
day after day for 7 months straight.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
But it's not like you're fucking examining, like your balls were much bigger last week.
Like when you're in the showers, like are you like looking? Like how does that work?
No. You're not looking.
No, you're just like close your eyes and just like get on with it?
Yes.
I don't believe
Not
you.
close your eyes, but like you don't make it a thing. It's not a thing.
Oof.
It's not weird. It's like a classic situation where it's not weird unless you make it weird.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, I've definitely told this story on the podcast before, but like my like first day at Endicott, like we were changing to go to practice, and like the dude sitting across from me, Ryan McLaughlin, he had the Dr. Pepper dude on his ass tattooed.
Oh, I think maybe.
And I was like, wow, like these dudes really are out here with some wild tattoos. Like that wouldn't have never crossed my mind. Like I just had to like, hey man, I walk over like, hey man, like I'm Nate, love your tattoo. Like what's like where and how, where like what's the story behind this tattoo?
Right.
And we became best friends.
He probably measures like how many people like look at his ass. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine you had a little ass tat? Like people came up to you, be like, he was cool. He saw my ass tat.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Would you ever get an ass tat? Wow, we were so off topic.
Would I get an ass tat? Yeah, I mean, I've told you about this a lot lately. I think I'm now like coming around to the idea of getting tattoos.
Yeah.
I definitely think I'd get an ass tat. I think it's funny. I think it's cute and funny.
I think it's cute and funny too. You know, Katie and Schwartz, when they were together on Vanderpump Rules, he got Bubba on his ass, and like honestly, like I wouldn't mind.
You'd get Bubba on your ass?
No, if you got Bubba on your ass, like
I'd get Bubba on my butt.
People see my butt. You know what I mean? Because like if I'm wearing a cheeky swimsuit, like if you're wearing a cheeky swimsuit, we got questions. You know what I mean? So I think you could get anything on your ass and it would be safe.
You never know. Styles come and go.
Yeah, seriously. I just don't think the tattoo artist would be too happy with how that thing be stinking.
That's what probably the part I couldn't get over is that like,
you know, like here they are just like fucking tattooing your ass, like
I would
holding
also
your ass cheek down like a fucking canvas. Like
I would
watching that
definitely
thing
I would
jiggle.
also like need to do a deep shave before I went into the tattoo part. I can't have them dealing with the forest that is my butthole.
Yeah, they would. Okay, you're not gonna get your asshole tatted. You get your butt tatted, right?
Yeah, but they have to like get like you have to like I'm sure you go down to your boxers, right? And they have to like you have to like roll it up so that they can get to your butt cheek like that.
What do you mean roll it up, Bubba? You would just like throw them down. You wouldn't roll it up.
That's even worse.
You would throw your cheeks out. Like,
my hairy crack is just staring this dude in the face.
100%. That's how you would do it. You think that you would pull up? You think you would pull up?
From the bottom.
No
you tuck it
way.
underneath. That's
That
the way I
just
imagine
shows
it.
you. That just shows you how much that. No, you wouldn't do that. You would pull it down, or you would have to go in there wearing a thong, which would be even crazier. Damn. We should make that like a bet. Whoever loses has to get an ass tat.
Fine. Deal.
Like
we'll come
I
up with a
won't
bet.
get one. So it's like if you lose, you have to get an ass tat, and if you win, you have to get an ass tat. So either way, it's like, do you want one? Because it's like we're gonna have to shake on it.
No.
Okay.
It's only if it's a fair bet.
I would get a lip one inside my lip.
Ooh, that would hurt.
Yeah, I would get one inside my lip if you wanted to get one on your butt.
Okay. Well, we'll think about it. We're not gonna rush We're not gonna rush to any conclusions here.
Anyway,
back to Yannick.
Yeah. Back to tennis.
So basically, like he was suspended originally for like a couple of tournaments, but like then he appealed. So like and like him and the tennis federation, like they kept it very hush hush. Like they said that he was out for injuries and stuff. They also tested him a week or two later. He tested positive once again, so it was like big enough of a sample like from the original test that like it stayed in his system for that long. It's not like he continued doing it, but like
got it.
Like
Okay.
that's how much was in his system that it stayed in his body for like a longer period of time. And he basically blamed it on a physiotherapist. Like he had a cut, and he said like the cream that the physiotherapist put in the cut like had this steroid in it.
I'm sure.
But long story short, it came out that he didn't take the drug intentionally, and his only punishment was that he had to give the prize money back that he won from that tournament that he tested positive at. So he had to give the trophy back, and he had to give the prize money back, which was like $300,000, and that's it. But the rules say that he should be suspended for 2 years.
I just like don't understand how that's fair. Like, why are they just like Why are they saving it for him? You know what I mean? Like, why are they saving him? Like,
said-
who is this man?
He's currently the #1 tennis player in the world. I think tennis.
I've never even heard of him.
Me neither. I thought it was Carlos Alcaraz.
Yes, like if he's like so like I just don't understand. Like, then you have to suspend him. Like, that's not. I just don't understand.
Exactly, and your boy Nick Kyrgios agrees with you. He tweeted, "Quote: Ridiculous. Whether it's an accidental or planned, you get tested twice with a banned substance. You should be gone for 2 years. Your performance was enhanced. Massage cream. ... Yeah, nice."
I love him. Like, he is just standing on business.
And then somebody like commented back to him, like tweeted back to him, like basically like he on Yannick's side, and he was just like, "Yeah, right." Like he called the dude a potato.
Yeah, wow, what a great response. What a great response. Like, shut the fuck up, potato.
Literally what he said.
No, but, like, it's true. Like, what are you even saying? Like, the stuff that they said, show me the cut then. Show me the x-ray.
Right.
Show me the prescription from that day. I feel like doctors, like, that's what they should do. If you're going to write a prescription, you need to write, like, for what and for why. You know what I mean? So if it's not listed on there and you get tested and that it comes up positive, like, so sorry.
Right.
Like, if it's something that's like a performance enhancing drug or whatever, and if you are prescribing a performance enhancing drug to an athlete and you're a doctor, you should be able to like a cream regardless, you should be able to provide that documentation in a database, like in a website, so like that in cases like this, like it could be proved against you. Because I feel like this is always what they do. They always blame the doctor, right?
Yes, but that's like doctors and like people that work with these athletes. That's exactly what they do.
What
Like,
they do?
and even before they give treatment.
Am I stupid?
No, you're not stupid at all. It's not like commonly known, but like even before they treat anyone, like the athlete has the right to like anything they're gonna be given, or like especially if it's like a cream or anything,
Right.
or like anything. And it doesn't
like
matter what
what?
it is. Doesn't matter what it is. They can run it. They can put it in a database to see if it's a banned substance for their sport or not.
Right. So then, like, why? No, but I'm saying, like, when they give them the banned substance,
Right.
they should
This
be
is-
like
that's what I
writing
gave.
a little piece.
Right. But like the thing is with these banned substances is that it's all done illegally. It's all done like hush hush.
Right. So
they're
like,
not
how
go-
is that even fair?
It's not. This guy should be suspended for 2 years.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Exactly.
Any freaking sense.
It doesn't. And like that's why the tennis world's up in arms.
I'd be up in arms too.
I would too. This
And I
guy's
would show
cheating.
him-
This guy's cheating. So
No love, tennis terms. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
there's just been other examples of tennis players like getting banned for 2 years for the same thing. So
Right.
it literally makes zero sense. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
that
not here
it's
for
one
this.
it's one of the sport's biggest stars, and they're trying to keep him safe and like keep it hush hush and just dust it under the rug so that he can continue to go out there, perform, make the money. But like
There's enough players to
there's-
make you money. Like, that's ridiculous.
he's also the #1 player in the world and hasn't made any headlines like nationally. I mean internationally. So like, what are you saving? Like he's not making any headlines.
Really, I literally have never even heard of him. And like, I've heard of the Carlos man, the Djokovic, the
Right. Kyrgios,
yes, all the other people,
Right.
Paige Lorenz's boyfriend, like
Tommy
Tommy
Paul.
I've heard of him. I've never heard of this man. And I'm sure like everyone in the tennis world is probably gonna be like, I know him. But no. This is an absolute no. And you need to be suspended. And that's it. Maybe Tyreek Hill's lawyer can drop a contract for the suspension.
Perfect.
All right, we're gonna get into your Patriots now.
Yeah, Matthew Judon, red sleeves, Patriots' best player over the past couple of years. Probably the only bright spot that the Patriots have had since Tom Brady left. We're covering his contract situation in the last couple of weeks. He wanted more money. They didn't want to give him the more money. They didn't want to give him any sort of extension. And they traded him to the Atlanta Falcons for a 3rd-round pick. Side note, they agreed to a trade with both the Chicago Bears and Atlanta Falcons. And just being the classy organization that the Patriots are, regardless of how I feel about the trade, very classy move of them, giving him the choice on which place he wanted to go. They basically said, we have these 2 teams, same trade compensation, 3rd-round pick we're going to return. Whatever you want to move your family.
You would rather go to Atlanta than Chicago?
Yeah, I mean, they're like, I don't know why. I mean, he just thinks that they're going to be a better team.
Okay.
So he wanted to go there.
Stay on the East Coast.
Yeah. So,
How are you feeling about it? I was the one that broke the news to you that he got traded. It popped up on my phone, a CBS Sports.
yeah, you were sitting on the couch with Victoria. I was slaving in the kitchen.
Yes, you were.
Making some buffalo chicken wraps.
And
Fire.
So fire. Absolutely fire. And I said, Matthew Judon traded to Atlanta Falcons for 3rd-round draft pick.
And what was my reaction?
No, I honestly, it was one of those things, I didn't know if you had heard it yet, and I didn't think you did because it just popped up on my phone, but I was like, there's a chance that his phone popped it up too. But there's a chance that I'm the first person to have heard this, to have given this to him. And so I almost recorded it. I almost was I'm going to get up and record it. But then when I said it, I was like, oh my God, I should have recorded it. Because I was I said it and you literally were like, what? No. It was so, I felt bad. I honestly felt bad. But it was honestly one of those reactions, I never get to break sports news to you. So I was very happy to do so. I was happy to break the news to you. I wasn't happy with the news you were receiving.
Thank you. And a lot of people say,
peace be with you and with your spirit.
And also
with you and with you.
Lift up your hearts. Lift them up to the Lord.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know all the other quotes.
I don't even think they use that one anymore in church. Every time I go to church, they say something different nowadays. So I just...
Also with you and with you.
Exactly. So I think it's a stupid trade. I think that the Patriots have the most money left in their salary cap and their player budget to spend on players. They have now they have almost $50 million that they can spend still on players this year. And they're not spending it. So they could have easily given him the raise that he wanted and still had a bunch of money left over. They could have given him an extension and I understand the Patriots aren't going to win and they are going to be at the bottom of the league and they want a better draft pick and all that stuff. But there's something to be said for having good veteran leadership on your team. Having some sort of juice. Right. For lack of a better term, having something on your team, having some sort of leadership for the younger guys, that shit goes a long way. Teaching the younger dudes how to be, having a mentor for them, having someone that can show them how to be a pro. Just having some leadership.
It's all fresh faces.
Exactly, and it's just
not gonna be good.
No, especially when you have the money. It's doesn't make any sense. And the devil's advocate to that is okay, they got a return for him. They got a 3rd-round pick. Some good players are picked in the 3rd round, sure, but it's not you're getting a 1st-round pick.
3rd-round pick's kind of whack.
Very whack.
I just feel for anybody, I feel that'd be for Joe Schmo on the team. You get a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, I mean it's not great value.
Does he feel insulted?
I don't think he feels insulted. I think that he, his point of view is very interesting. I think he was demanding the money because the Patriots are going to be so bad. If he's I think he was saying if I'm going to take on this role and we're not going to win, I'm going to sacrifice my body. He tore his pec last year. If I'm going to risk injury once again, pay me more money, especially if we're not going to win.
So was Atlanta Falcons going to pay him more?
So he was asked that in his press conference if he was going to expect the same thing from the Falcons. He said no, because they don't know him as a player. So he can't ask an organization that doesn't know him, how he works, how he operates, how he comes into the building every day. He can't ask them to give him the same treatment that he was asking from the Patriots.
That's awful. So now he gets gypped out of that too?
Yeah, exactly.
This is awful. They treated him bad.
So who treated him bad?
The Patriots. For saying that, okay, fine, you get to pick where you're going, but you get to keep your contract. So it's now you don't even get to stay with the team that you're doing, and you don't get a raise, and you get a 3rd-round draft pick. And you have to go to either Chicago or Atlanta. These so random fucking teams.
No, the Patriots did right by him because he asked. He told the Patriots that if we're not going to come to if you're not going to give me what I want.
Let me choose where I'm going, not give me 2 choices. Let me choose is let me choose. Make a contract with one of the other teams.
Any other team could have offered the Patriots the same compensation. Those are the 2 teams that wanted him the most.
I just feel it's kind of crazy. They did him dirty. I feel.
No, they treated him the best possible way actually they treated him the second best possible way. The best possible way was negotiating with him in good faith.
They should have given him money, or at least told the other team that they need to pay him a little bit more money for all he's worth.
That's not up to the Patriots. That's up to the new team signing him.
Well, whatever. I'm still saying.
I just think it's interesting that he's not giving them the same contract demands. but it does make sense. Like he's fine playing under those that money that he's gonna make.
I think what he was saying, like, it was more a reflection of the Patriots. Like, you're gonna be so bad. Like, I don't want to play for your team and still be paying this amount of money.
Exactly. So it just doesn't make the Patriots look good in any way.
Yikes.
And like, I'm sorry, no one can convince me that a 3rd round pick is a good return for Matthew Judon.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous. But good luck, Mr. Judon. Appreciate everything you did for the Patriots.
Thank you, Mr. Judon. Salute
love you.
off. Are you ready to get into our double D's threes this week?
Yes.
All right, you want to go first?
Sure. I'm gonna save this one that I have written down for next week.
Oh, perfect.
My new double D's threes are gonna be the 3 things that people love food wise that I don't understand how they love it.
Okay, perfect.
I feel
like I know yours, but
number 3.
Yeah.
Wasabi.
Okay.
Okay, don't understand how anyone likes wasabi. Makes 0 sense to me. Like, keep it freaking moving. Like,
Sure. Whatever.
automatic vomit. Speaking of automatic vomit, sour cream.
You're ridiculous.
Sour cream is literally what it sounds like. Sour cream. It's soured cream.
Sour cream is so good.
Cream should never be sour. That's how you know it's bad.
Taquito, on a taco, on an enchilada. Oh my God, sour cream in a bowl.
Gross.
With a spoon.
No.
I love sour cream.
Gross.
Okay, what's your number 1?
Blue cheese.
Ooh. Yeah.
Blue cheese.
It's literally molded cheese.
It's literally molded
so you
cheese.
just don't like the molded things.
Yeah. I like my shit fresh. I don't need it freaking fermented.
Yeah, you don't need all that stuff.
Like, no one can tell me blue cheese is fucking good. Like, it's blue cheese. Cheese should not be blue. It should not smell that way either. Like, and it was like, oh, what do you have with your wings? Ranch or blue cheese? Neither. It has buffalo sauce on it. I don't need either. It already has sauce. I've never understood it. I've never got it. It drives me insane.
I'm crying. I honestly I used to like dipping it into stuff, but now I just appreciate the wing for what it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Appreciate, what? I couldn't think of 2 possible different, sauces than buffalo and blue cheese. Why so many people feel the need to combine them? My brain can't compute.
Yeah, let's put some molded, creamy cheese on top of this perfectly sauced buffalo wing. Why? Unneeded, unnecessary.
I'll debate that with anyone.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. With not with sour cream or with wasabi, but maybe blue cheese. Mm-hmm. I like those though.
Thank you.
Good job. That was a good double D's threes.
Thank you.
My double D's threes this week is sequels. So, as you know, Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out. Started filming in New Jersey, and they are even doing open casting calls in New Jersey. So maybe you should go try to see if you could be on it. Would you wait in line?
I would 1,000% wait in line.
They were posting it literally today, so we should go see if there's more. But Adam Sandler came out and said that Travis Kelce will be making an appearance on Happy Gilmore 2, the sequel. Mm-hmm. And so I was just thinking in my head, I love some sequels, you know what I mean? But only some in particular, because a sequel has to have a special thing. It has to have all of the magic of the first movie and even better. It's sometimes when there's a sequel, it's it just doesn't hit as hard because it's
Sure.
The first movie was the movie.
Sure.
You don't need to add any salt and pepper to make I don't need to know what happens later in life, 20 years later. If this person dies,
right.
Why would I want to watch that? You know, why would I want to see what unfolds if one of my favorite characters is no longer there? But here goes my top 3 sequels.
Wow. This is
for me.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Love this.
Number 3, Princess Diaries 2. So good. It's when she goes to meet that prince man, when she goes to fall in love. And
I only watched the first one, never watched the second one.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fun. That's when they go down the stairs in the mattress. You know? You ever seen that? It's literally iconic. Do you remember when we were in Newport?
Yes.
And they were saying that they used to slide down the stairs on
yes.
the
serving
mansion.
trays.
They used to do the silver
breakers.
platters. at the breakers, and the kids would slide down the stairs. So in the Princess Diaries, I think that they were doing like an ode to that. But what they did is they got big mattresses, like twin whatever mattresses, and they would slide down the stairs on the mattress.
Awesome.
Raven Simone's in the movie, like makes an appearance during that scene. Unbelievable. Number 2, Shrek 2. Far, far away. Unbelievable. No one can tell me. I honestly, I remember like there was a specific time. I don't know where you were, but I was like, I just need to watch something comforting. Like I had
Were you
already.
fighting?
What?
Were we fighting?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think
good,
you were
good,
actually
thank
on a trip. Were we fighting? No, I think you were actually on a trip. Like, and it was like I wasn't in the mood to watch Sex and the City, which is normally what I watch when you're gone, or like a show I was binging. And I had already watched Ratatouille, So I was like, I need to be in my animated era right now. Like, what am I going to be watching? Shrek 2. I was like, but of course, literally the great Puss in Boots. Like, Shrek 2 is so good. Like that, it's not better. It might be better than Shrek, like period. But like, it's so good. You've seen Shrek 2, right?
Yes.
It's way too good. And number 1, of course, is Godfather Part 2, which you have not even seen yet, which is so beyond crazy. Godfather Part 2, I mean, it's like they have found the way in that movie to make the second movie another movie in its own right. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it just holds true to everything. It's amazing, absolutely incredible, 10 out of 10. Like, no other sequel will ever be able to top Godfather Part 2. And like, that's it. Princess Diaries, Shrek 2, Godfather Part 2.
Love it. Great job.
Thank you.
Can I give my favorite sequel?
Oh, sure.
Rush Hour 2.
I don't think I've ever seen Rush Hour 1.
Rush Hour, you don't need to. You can just go straight to Rush Hour 2. It's way better than Rush Hour 1.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't that fun? Like, when it's like, you're like, wow, the sequel was better.
Yes.
Shrek 2.
100%. I watched Rush Hour 2 before I watched Rush Hour 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you understood the characters and everything?
Yeah. It's Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
God, I love Jackie Chan. Whatever happened to him? He's done? He retired?
He's probably just riding off in the sunset.
Yeah, he had like such a moment. Then he left.
Mm-hmm.
But
Left.
it's time.
It's time.
To get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Yes, it is. Sick puppy of the week.
Go for it.
Gosder Churlius. This man, Mr. Gosder, he's a former NFL player, also obviously a football star where he went to college, which was Boston College. I guess he still lives in the Boston area. He was arraigned in Boston this week.
What's arraigned?
Like, he had a court date.
Okay.
Because he was arrested. Because he showed up drunk to his flight from Boston to Dublin. Okay, so he was already wasted. Gets on the flight. He, as they're boarding, he gets in an argument with another passenger regarding like their seat situation.
Okay.
Whatever. That's not why he's crazy. But an hour into the flight, he gets up, stumbles on over to an elderly woman.
No.
Pulls down his pants, exposes himself, and proceeds to urinate on this woman for 20 seconds.
No, stop it. Stop
Yes.
it. Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
So he's full on peed on this woman.
And no one did anything?
No.
Wait, did he get...
He got arrested.
But, like, did the plane, like... I guess they're over the water, so, like, what do they do at that point?
I think... I don't...
Does the air marshal come in and...
He definitely didn't enjoy any time in Dublin. I'm pretty sure they just sent him back.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
That poor old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Sick puppy move.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. He should literally go to jail for 20 years.
I hope he does.
And he should have to register as a sex offender.
I think he probably will have to be registered
Thank
as
God.
a sex offender. That is disgusting.
What a miserable fuck.
No, literally, like, imagine that was like your grandma on the
Stop.
flight. No,
I'm gonna
I
cry.
would literally. No, there would be nothing holding me back.
Yeah, but like exactly.
There would be nothing holding me back.
From
Like,
fighting.
if that happened to my grandma, like, no, Abso-fucking-lutely not. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, obviously, she's from Boston to Dublin. Like, she's an Irish lady. Right. She's probably going to go see her family, her friends, or maybe she's going on the trip of a lifetime. Maybe she's going back. Like, she's probably just thinking about all the great memories that she had while she was here in the States, in America, or whatever. Like, and then here is some freaking loser NFL player who whips out his freaking ding-along, which is probably the most disgusting thing, and not what she wanted to have while she was eating her freaking Biscoff cookies in the air. And he pees on you. I would go to jail for murder because of this. Like, he would go to jail for peeing and being a sex offender, and I would go to jail for murder. There's just no way I'd be able to restrain myself.
If that was your grandmother.
100%.
What if you were just another passenger on the flight?
I'd be so scared. I wouldn't say a thing.
Same, but imagine the smell too.
No, stop. I can't even. Like, I don't even know. How, what did she do?
I don't know, like that. Like
I need to know the details of the flight.
The articles I read just literally outlined like that part and just how like he got arrested.
Well,
and
seems like the writers need to be doing a little bit more investigative research into the flight. I need the flight number. I need the pilot. I need what they said. Like, I need it all. You know. And like, how did we not hear about this? This is crazy.
They're not doing the investigative journalism like me.
Exactly. They're just no one's like you. Let's get into our interesting cat.
Interesting cat. Daryl Doucette. Daryl Doucette is the current quarterback for the United States flag football team.
Okay.
Obviously, he doesn't play in the NFL. Like, he's just a flag football player,
okay.
And it's a makeup team. But he is a firm believer that his abilities, he's a firm believer in his abilities, and he claimed earlier this week that it is disrespectful to assume that NFL players should join the Olympic flag football team because they didn't help grow the sport. He went as far to say, quote, "At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game."
Well, let him, let him.
Interesting guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy statement, but it's just like, let him. Like, if he thinks he grew the game, like, it's like one of those things, like, you go be a hardo somewhere else.
No one knows who you are, big dog. Like,
yeah, but he's growing the game, and now his
growing what game?
Press.
Flag football?
Yeah.
He's growing the game of flag football. The only reason why flag football is around is because of the NFL.
Oh. Well.
You're telling me that you grew the game of football, and it's more relevant to the LA Olympics because of you rather than Patrick Mahomes?
No, but I mean, I think he's saying he feels like he's better than Patrick Mahomes at flag football. It's a different type of football. It's a different football landscape.
He's delusional is what he is. Someone needs to check on his mental stability.
Yeah.
I think you just dropped off the list. The top three people now are me, him, and Tyreek Hill. Congratulations. You're now an honorable mention.
I'm crying.
Daryl.
Oh, it's okay, Daryl.
Daryl. Come on the pod.
Get into fun
Come on the pod. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Daryl, come on. Get on the pod. Get over here. Get you and your big IQ.
Let's see if you can convince me.
I feel like you should challenge him to a game of flag football, and if you win, you should
his
take
team
his
versus my team?
gold medal. If he gets one next in
He's not going to be
years.
He's not going to sniff the team.
You think that? Imagine he's the captain.
Insane.
Well, he's the flag football quarterback, so.
Good for him. Things you may have missed. Yankees versus Tigers. They played a game this past Sunday called the Little League Classic in Williamsburg, Pennsylvania on Sunday for the all the youngsters that are playing in the Little League World Series.
Beauty.
I thought this was extremely cool. Probably it was one of the first baseball games I tuned into all year. Because I was extremely interested. Like, I think it's extremely cool. Any dude that grew up playing baseball, like, played in that tournament, and like it's
in Little League.
Yeah, and dreamed of making it all the way to Pennsylvania, and
oh my God, the one time ever you've ever dreamed about going to Pennsylvania.
And and dreamed of playing in the Little League World Series. And the fact that like they now like host a game just for these youngsters. An MLB game.
Why do you keep saying youngsters?
I love that word.
I know, like, you just keep saying youngsters.
But like I think like the stadium holds only 2,300 people, so it's like probably one of like not probably is definitely like the smallest venue that these players have played in a long time.
Okay.
But like probably just as memorable
Okay.
as any other game.
Right.
I think it's very cool.
They played in front of 22,366.
Yeah, so it's all the players, all the volunteers, all the families.
I love it. Oh my god, how fun is that? I love it. Very cute. You're dreaming big dreams, Pennsylvania. Pennsyltucky. That's what we call it.
Next up, back to Mahomes. Don't know if you saw this, but he had a behind-the-back throw in their last preseason game to Travis Kelce.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I didn't watch any preseason.
Took the ball,
yeah,
threw it behind his back.
But like, why would he
Instead
do
of throwing,
that?
because he was running out to he actually said after that Travis Kelce didn't run the right way, and he was mad at Travis Kelce, so he was just trying to throw it at him, just throw it at him behind his back, and Travis Kelce caught it and ran with it. But it's something that's literally never been done in a football game ever, at any level. No one's ever thrown it's crazy to think that even happened.
That he just went that and threw it. But why would he do? I just don't understand. What would? It's amazing. That's literally crazy. But why would he do that? Can you do that? I just don't.
Yeah, as long as you're throwing the ball forward.
So instead of throwing it forward, he just went that, and it still went the same amount of distance.
So it didn't go very far. It probably went 5 yards. So he was running out to his right. He was getting chased, and he was running to his right. Travis Kelce was running the opposite way to his left.
So why wouldn't he just toss it that way?
There was a 300-pound man in his face, so he couldn't get the ball over that. So he just dropped it behind his back.
Wow,
crazy.
That must have been wild.
And I'm not a Mahomes guy, but you have to give respect where respect is due. Next up, DeAndre Hopkins. He was originally the sick puppy of the week, but he had to get dropped down the list because of this man that whipped out his wiener and peed on grandma on the plane. He commented on Sydney Sweeney's Instagram post. Did you see this?
I did not see. I saw her post.
Yeah, she put up a post, and the caption was, "I think they call this a thirst trap." And my man D Hop commented, "Trapped."
I'm sobbing. That's amazing.
Tremendous.
Sydney Sweeney, she's known for a lot of things about her body. That's what I'll say. Yeah, so she's unbelievable. I'm very happy for Sydney Sweeney. So good for you.
Simone Biles. Thirst trap. I always get her mixed up. Back to Sydney Sweeney. I always get her mixed up with the the girl that
Jennifer Lawrence.
Not Jennifer Lawrence.
The girl from what?
The movie that we watched recently, where it's the rom-com. It's based in.
That was her.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yes, it was Sydney Sweeney.
See?
You couldn't tell because the entire camera was literally on her tits the entire time. I'm like, oh my God. Literally, I was like, these cameramen are just vile. It's so crazy. Literally the entire time. They did not do, any time she was talking, even if it was just her, it wouldn't be her body. It would literally just be tits up. It would literally just be this close up of tits. She's talking. I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think there was literally one part where they literally didn't even focus on her face at all. It was literally just her cleavage.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. Pay the big bucks.
Exactly. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Back stateside.
Yeah.
Returned the favor for her man Jonathan Owens, and showed up to his last preseason game last week for the Chicago Bears.
I saw this. On the sidelines.
Yeah, she was there. How cute did she look?
So cute.
Right? Problem is that she wore a Green Bay Packers jacket, and he's now playing for the Chicago Bears.
No.
So it's a jacket from last year that she had made for him. It was all him all over the jacket, but it's him with all Green Bay Packers.
So what happened?
Nothing. She wore it and everything was fine. It's just
I think she's been a little bit busy. She probably wanted to go out and support him and wear a cute little puffer jacket. And she grabbed it, not even thinking, I'm sure. And here he is on the Bears.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
They're going to talk about that on Hard Knocks?
Definitely. And they're definitely going to talk about it. And the Bears and the Bears and the Packers are rivals.
This is not good.
Not good.
Simone, girly. Her head's in the cloud. She's so happy.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. Whatever. She can do no wrong to me.
Still in the walking boot, by the way.
I know. I saw that too.
Crazy. I've been watching Receivers. I've been talking about this almost every week. And in the last episode I watched, it covered how George Kittle's dad writes him a letter before every game. And he gives it to him before every game, and George Kittle reads it in the locker room before he goes out.
What does it say?
depends on the game. But like it's like motivational. It's like so the reason why he started writing them, his dad, was that he started writing them when George was a freshman at Iowa.
How would he get them to him?
He would like mail it to him,
Okay.
and because he said that like he wouldn't like he was just like most college freshmen, like they weren't calling their parents very often.
Right.
And his dad just wanted to communicate with them, so he was just like would send him a letter, and
Oh
it was
my
like
God,
a
do
way
not
for them to
tell me
communicate
this.
with him. And he's like the first couple of games in the NFL, like his dad didn't, and he was like, "Yo, Dad, like I really enjoy the fact like that you would do that."
Stop!
So he's like kept it consistent every single game.
So cute. Were you sobbing?
I was crying.
I would have been sobbing.
I was watching it. I was watching it Monday night when you were out with Anjali.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, no.
I was over here with a box of tissues.
Oh my God, that is so sweet. I love that. I love how parents like have found a way to like support. Every single parent I feel like has found a different way to like support their athlete, and all these crazy athletes have these crazy ways of like Simone Biles, for instance, like how her mom braids her hair, like how like I guess like with George Kittle, like his dad writes, I guess, oh my God, you just said his dad writes the letters, like that is so sweet, so special. Like I could not even imagine. Dad, if you're listening, I want a letter. I want a letter written.
Awesome. College football starts this weekend. Delaware State has to fly all the way to Hawaii for the
Christ.
game Saturday night. Yeah, especially since they missed their flight.
How? It's not private?
No, probably not for them. No.
Jesus.
So they actually they flew from Delaware to JFK, and the layover they missed their flight to Hawaii. So I'm sure they've since have gone on a new flight or something. But yeah, so bet on Hawaii.
Holy moly. That doesn't seem fair that they have to fly to Hawaii.
I'm sure it's a great experience for them. I'm sure they're jacked.
Yeah. But like how long do they get to stay there for?
Well, they were supposed to leave Tuesday.
Yeah.
It is now Wednesday, so they probably left today. And the game's Saturday night, so they're probably going to come back Sunday night.
Okay, like a great experience. Like you're in Hawaii for, like you're just going to be hot. Like you don't get to experience it the same way.
Yeah, but you're still going to Hawaii to play football.
I guess.
Jeff Bezos, it's rumored that he is interested in buying the Celtics since the Celtics are up for sale.
Whoa. How would you feel about that?
I would love that.
That'd be crazy.
I would love that. Especially
Amazon would be all in that.
imagine the docu-series that would come out with that.
That would be wild. Just all of it.
Yeah, and just like from a standpoint, like from like a funding standpoint.
What's crazy is like I feel like you don't see a lot about Jeff Bezos. Like obviously you see a lot about Jeff Bezos, but you don't see him like in a lot of documentary things. You know,
No.
like he's very demure, very mindful.
He's very mysterious, I would say.
Very mysterious. He's like a big question mark.
Yes. But rumors have since come out saying that he's not actually all that interested. But I think that's just smoke and mirrors. I think that there are conversations back because I think he's mysterious. I think that he doesn't want it out there in the public and like make it such a public thing. Because the last time he was interested in buying a team, the Washington Commanders, like it was in the news, and he didn't end up getting the team because there's so much politics that have to be played.
Right.
So I think that there is still a chance they're just trying to keep it hush hush.
Wow, that would be crazy. If Jeff Bezos bought
The Boston Celtics, that'd be sick. Oklahoma State football, they're having their players put QR codes on the back of their helmets that will link to their NIL fund. So basically, if you like a player or like a business likes a player, they can just scan this code and just
like how would they like get a picture of their helmet?
Either on the TV, or I'm sure like it would be. I'm sure you can actually access the link on like the roster online. But like if you're at the game, like the guy, you can just zoom in the back of their helmet.
Yeah.
QR code.
No, I think it's great. It's just I'm curious to see how this actually works out. You know what I mean? Like how are they actually gonna be advertising these QR codes?
Yeah.
That's what I would like to say.
Sure.
So.
And then my last thing I had was something that actually I have more. Next on the list was Adam Sandler and saying that Travis Kelce is going to be featured in Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. Angel Reese signed an endorsement deals with Reese's.
I mean, that's just genius.
I know
It's Reese's.
Okay, sorry. Jesus.
But you know how people, like,
I say Reese's.
But you don't. Do you? You've
Yes.
never said Reese's.
I just say peanut butter cup.
No, you don't. You're never like, oh, I want a peanut butter cup. We don't like. I hate peanut butter, so we don't have that in these premises. But like, if I
No, but you did get it for me one time when I had COVID.
I did.
When I was living back up in Massachusetts, I had COVID. You sent me a bag of.
Like mini ones, right?
Those are the best ones.
Really, you love them. You
Pop-
put them in the freezer.
Put them in the freezer and just. That's
But what would you
dangerous to have.
say? That you put what in the freezer?
Reese's.
I feel like Reese's should do a debate about it. Like,
Reese's or Reese's?
yeah, what?
How do you say it?
Reese's.
That's exactly what I say. Reese's.
Wait, no, I say Reese's. I'm so sorry. I say
Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's. It's Reese's.
It's Reese's Pieces, not Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pisces.
No, it's Reese's Pieces. Reese's.
That makes sense. But I call it Reese's.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but like
Reese's
that's
Pieces.
how
Reese's
I think. Yeah.
Pieces.
Sorry, I like, literally got so tongue twisted in my head.
There's another cool thing going on. Cosm. It's basically this new dome / sports bar. They have one in.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
The first one opened last week in Los Angeles by SoFi Stadium. Basically, it's a how big is this? 9,600 square foot LED screen known as the Dome. So like think basically when people talk about the Sphere,
Like
very similar to that, but just like one whole curved wall.
like an IMAX movie.
Yes, but like bigger.
Bigger than an IMAX movie?
Yes.
Okay.
The thing's huge.
Okay.
And you can go there and like watch a sports game.
That's so cool.
And it's like movie theater seating.
That's sick.
Like has food. They have food there, obviously.
Genius.
I am applying to work there as soon as possible.
Yeah, ASAP.
Like I will do anything. I'll clean toilets there.
Yeah.
I'll be a waiter there.
Yeah. No,
I don't care.
Could you imagine? Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I need to go. Next
Yeah.
time we're in LA, we're going.
100%.
I don't care what game they're showing.
Yeah, we have to go. That sounds sick.
So sick.
That's so cool. It's a great way
But
to
if you
go to
haven't
sports.
if you haven't seen it, look it up. This thing's crazy.
COSM.
COSM. They're opening another one up in Texas, and they're also building another one right now in Utah, Salt Lake City.
Wow, they should build one in Times Square or something.
Sure, it's coming.
I'm sure.
Things to watch. College football back this weekend, baby.
Oh God.
Just 4 games.
I can't believe college just started already.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy.
Florida State. The big game this weekend is Florida State at playing Georgia Tech. It's airing at noon on ESPN Saturday. They're playing in Dublin. Dublin comes up
Oh
again.
my God, maybe that lady was going to go watch her grandson playing the game.
Maybe.
Okay.
We also have Montana State versus New Mexico, SMU versus Nevada, and then if Delaware State ever makes it to Hawaii, they'll be playing Hawaii. That game starts at 11:59 p.m. East Coast time.
Oh, no. That's late.
Yeah,
9 p.m. is late, though. Or what time is it there for them? 6 p.m.?
probably 7 p.m.
Not
7 or
good.
8.
Yeah.
But Hawaii is a classic game because like after watching college football all day, whenever Hawaii's playing at home, like let's say like you're down a bunch of money, or even if you're up a bunch of money, it's like one last chance to make a bet on a Saturday night.
That's awful.
I've been on Hawaii far too many times in my life.
Are you serious? Do they normally play in Hawaii? I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, Hawaii. Yeah, they play just as many home games as anybody else.
Really? Mm-hmm. I've never heard of a team going to Hawaii.
Usually, it's like teams from California, like West Coast teams.
Yeah, I'd have to be. This is crazy.
Speaking of Hawaii, Christian's there.
Oh my God,
Christian
have fun in
Ariane.
Hawaii, Christian.
They just landed right before we started the pod.
Oh, have the best time in Hawaii.
You can also watch the Premier League and European soccer, like I talked about last week. That's back in action.
Yeah.
And then
The
also
most exciting announcement that we have, we've waited to the end of the freaking episode to say it, but
is the Jose Silveira, my dad's memorial pick'em pool. My man Brian Davis has been putting this on forever. Thank you, Brian, for organizing this.
thank you, Brian.
It was it's a pick'em pool that started off with my friend group from home and our dads, and it's kind of we've just added more and more people over the past few recent years. But registration's open. If you are interested in joining, let me know. I'll share the sign-in instructions, the login instructions, whatever the procedure is. More than happy to share with anybody. Extremely fun.
Yeah, it's a $55 entry fee, roughly about, I forget, I think what he said, however much it is, like a week, like broken down, whatever. But then $5 of it proceeds go to the Jimmy V Fund. Is that what it is? Jimmy Fund?
Yeah, the Jimmy V Fund for cancer research.
Yeah.
So $5 of everybody's entry fee goes to that, and then $50 goes to the prize pool.
Exactly. And like, you don't have to be like, don't get in your head and be like, oh my God, a pick'em pool, I don't even know what that is. Like, it's my mom even did it last year. Like, it's just like so random. It doesn't matter. Like, all you do is literally guess who you think is going to win. And you could literally be like, I'm going to guess that all of the teams that have purple are going to win. Like, you really just never know what's going to happen in a game. So you should 100% join. It's so much fun.
So much fun.
I mean, you never know where you're going to be at in the rankings either. Like one week, I think I
did
won.
one.
I think I won 1 week. So
Yeah,
like,
you actually ended up higher than me on that last.
See, you never
the final
know.
standings.
You never know what's going to happen. You should, if you're thinking about joining it, you 100% should. It's for a good cause, and it's so much fun. It's something to do every week to get yourself into football a little bit.
100%. So join it. Even if you have any questions, let me know, let us know, and we're more than happy to share any information that you need.
And thank you everybody for listening every single week. You know, we really do love doing this. Our groove is back. We're back in action over here at Double Dose Studios. We are just loving all of this sports topic, sports drama. Thank you, Nathan, for always explaining every single thing to me, for coming up with the best topics for the best sports drama podcast around, for being the best partner, the best, person a gal like me could ask for. You are truly the best. Thank you. Here's to episode 96. Happy birthday, Dua Lipa, tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you, to me, to mental stability. Cheers.
Love you.
Wait, do it again. There we go. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.